She helping me, helping me, she helping me. She helping me, she helping me. She helping me.
I am happy that you stopped by, and I love seeing you here in our community of practice. Go ahead and get comfortable because you have showed up for you, and that makes all the difference in your life. As you know, this is our community of practice space, and we refer to it as a community of practice because we learn here, we grow here, we laugh here, and we talk here, okay? And so here we are at day number 19 of our 30-day homophone journey, where simple words, and they are simple, they are not complex, but they open an avenue for spiritual, emotional, and personal development. And so today's words are wait and wait. Wait and wait. They are two words that sound the same, but they reveal something powerful about seasons of life that we all have faced and will face. And if you haven't faced any of these seasons, I'd say just keep on living, okay? By and by, just keep on living, because here's the truth: waiting often feels like wait. Waiting often feels like wait. Waiting can feel heavy. Waiting can feel lonely. Waiting can feel confusing. And waiting can feel like pressure. Waiting can feel like you're carrying something entirely too big for your heart. Because waiting, I want you to know, while it feels heavy, it is not a punishment. It is truly preparation. And the weight you feel in the waiting is shaping you, it's strengthening you, and preparing you for what's next. Before we go deeper in our session, I want you to take a slow breath in, hold it for a moment, and exhale gently. Let's begin. Inhale. Exhale. One more time, please. Inhale. Exhale. Thank you. Okay. Wait, WAIT, is defined as the ability to pause, to be still, to remain in expectation, to trust the timing of something, but it's beyond your control, okay? Wait, WEIGHT, it is defined as heaviness, as pressure, burden, an emotional load, or something that feels difficult to carry. And here's the truth: every weight comes with a weight, but there is purpose in the weight, because waiting is one of the hardest things that we do as human beings. We want clarity now. We want answers now. Listen, we want breakthrough now. We want our healing now. We want change now. We want movement now. We want everything now. But life doesn't always move at the pace of our desire. And God doesn't always move at the pace of our impatience. Okay? And so Waiting is difficult because it confronts our deepest fears. This is some therapeutic insight for you. Waiting, it can be difficult because it does confront fears that we have internally, like the fear of being forgotten, the fear of being overlooked, the fear of missing out, fear of failure, fear of rejection, fear of wasting time, fear of not being enough, and definitely fear of losing control. I am a recovering control freak. Okay, I'm in recovery. Okay, I have to tell you, be very transparent. Waiting exposes what we believe about ourselves and about God. And so I'm going to lead you in what I would like to refer to as like a guided pause. And what I want you to do is place your hand on your chest just for a moment. Okay. Take a slow breath in and exhale. I want you to notice what waiting has been stirring inside of you. Pause for a moment, and I want you to inhale and exhale again. How fast is your heart beating? Waiting may feel like uncertainty, frustration, anxiety, restlessness, impatience, doubt, emotional fatigue, even spiritual dryness. Waiting is not passive, it is emotionally active. As we consider the Bible, there are people in the Bible. The Bible is full of people who had to wait. Abraham waited for years for a promise. Joseph, he waited years for his dream to manifest. Moses waited years for a calling. And David, oh my, he waited time and time, day after day and year after year to become king. Hannah, she waited for a child. Paul waited. He waited in prison. Your nervous system often shifts into hypervigilance, overthinking, emotional tension, fear-based decision making, self-doubt, and impatience. And this is your body trying to protect you from uncertainty. But protection and peace are not the same thing. And so let's take a breath together, a deep breath. Inhale slowly and exhale. Okay. Let your shoulders drop. Let your jaw unclench. Let your heart soften, because I want you to know that there is safety in waiting. Listen to me. There is safety in waiting. Imagine planting a seed and you care for it completely. You water it. You check on it every day. But for a long time, nothing happens. There are no sprouts, no leaf. There's no sign of growth. It looks like nothing is happening, but beneath the soil, everything is happening. Everything is happening underneath the soil because the roots are forming. The strength is actually developing, but you can't see it. The foundation is being built, but you can't see it. The waiting season is not empty because it's underground. You can't see it. It is the underground preparation. In therapy, we often talk about root the root cause exploration. And it is the emotional, spiritual, and psychological development that happens beneath the surface, right? It's the part that no one sees, the part that you don't post online. Oh, I know I'm coming through here. It's true. It's people post what it's the part that doesn't get the applause. I'll tell you, it's the part that feels slow, it feels invisible, right? But root cause exploration is what makes you unshakable, okay? It is what makes you unshakable. And so we are about to enter into another guided pause. And I want you to prepare by closing your eyes for a moment. I want you to imagine that your life is just like that seed that has been planted. Imagine that the roots are forming beneath the surface. Imagine strength is developing where no one can see it. No one can see it. And imagine God preparing you quietly. He's preparing you intentionally and lovingly. Now I want you to inhale and exhale. Waiting is not wasted. It is working. Inhale. Exhale. Waiting is not wasted. It is working. Now let's talk about wait, because waiting comes with a weight, emotional, mental, and spiritual weight. And the weight of waiting looks like carrying unanswered questions, carrying unfulfilled desires, carrying uncertainty, carrying disappointment, carrying hope and fear at the same time, carrying pressure to stay positive, carrying the fear of what happens if. What happens? That's major. When I tell you that I am a control freak in recovery, I make no, it's major. Because what happens if? Because the weight of waiting, it's not meant to crush us. It's meant to strengthen. Because weight, think about it in the gym. Weight builds muscles. Weight builds endurance. Weight builds resilience. Weight builds character, right? Weight builds patience. Weight builds trust. And so when waiting feels heavy, your body may respond with tight shoulders, shallow breathing, racing thoughts, tension in your chest, restlessness, and even difficulty sleeping. And these are signs that your system is overloaded. So let's reset your body for a moment. I am going to guide you through some breath work. Okay. And so you're going to inhale for 4 seconds. You're going to hold it for 2 and you're going to exhale for 6. And you're going to let your body release some of that weight. Okay? Inhale for 4. Hold it for 2 and exhale. 6 seconds. Let's do it again. Inhale for 4 seconds. Hold it for 2. Exhale for 6. Let your body release some of the weight. Again, inhale for 4 seconds. Hold it for 2. And let your and exhale for 6. And let your body release some of the weight. Deep breathing is one of the smallest yet one of the most meaningful strategies that you can use throughout your day, because it forces you to pause. It forces you to reset. It regulates even your breathing. You don't have to carry the weight that you're carrying alone. And it's necessary for me to share that you don't have to pretend that the weight that you're carrying is light, like this empty bottle. You don't have to minimize your feelings because they are your feelings. You don't have to rush your process, okay? Because the weight, it is real, but so is your strength. Okay, so let's bring this into our everyday life. Maybe you're in a waiting season right now and waiting maybe for clarity. Maybe you are waiting for healing. Maybe you are waiting for direction. Maybe you are waiting for breakthrough or restoration. Maybe you are waiting for an opportunity or waiting for answers. You're maybe waiting for a change. Maybe you're waiting for your finances to shift differently, or waiting for a spouse, and maybe the weight of that waiting feels heavy. So I want you to ask yourself, what am I afraid will happen if I keep waiting? Mhm. What are you afraid of? What are you afraid will happen if you keep waiting? I want you to answer the question, and I want you to answer it truthfully, because as I say, the worst lie you can tell is to yourself. Yeah. And I want you to also I want you to ask you, what part of you feels really heavy right now? Mhm. Yeah. What part of you feels really heavy right now? And then what support do you need right now as you wait? I want you to go ahead and breathe. Focusing on your breathing is, I can't speak to it enough, okay? I want you to inhale and exhale, and I want you to take slow breaths in and out, because I need you to know that you are not behind. You are not forgotten. You are not failing. I need you to breathe through this. You are not stuck. You are simply being prepared. You are being prepared. You are being prepared. I want you to begin implementing breathing exercises into your day, even if it is 5 minutes out of the day. I want you to include breathing. I find that many people become uncomfortable in silence. I find that many people believe that it's necessary to fill every moment of the day with something, some type of sound, right? You wake up and the television is on, you wake up and you're right there at social media all day. You're perhaps working, you're conversing, you go to bed with the television. It's I want you to implement at least 5 minutes of intentional breathing in your day. As we bring our session to an end for today, I want you to remember that waiting may feel heavy, but the weight is shaping you, and your waiting is not wasted. I want you to know it is working, right? One of my favorite songs is a stanza in the song is, even when I don't see it, God is working. And even when I don't feel it, He is working because He never stops. He never stops working. I'll see you tomorrow for day number 20. Have a good one.
Living life with destiny. I'm keeping my priorities. I'm learning my identity. She helping me. She helping me. Helping me. She helping me. She helping me.